Gpl Xpress is brought to you by 1xBet.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Gpl Xpress here on TV3. Today we are here with Dreams FC as they prepare for the CAF Confederation Cup semi-final game against Zamalek SC of Egypt on Sunday. There's a lot going to happen and they have had a fairy tale run until this stage. Coming up on today's show, Kumasi Asante Kotoko continue their struggles in the Ghana Premier League. Coach Prosper Nateogum under fire. Nations FC and Samatex going neck to neck. Kasim Mingolo Kansi speaks to us about how they have managed to enjoy an excellent debut season in the Ghana Premier League. We'll also be looking at the Ghana Premier League and all that has been going on. My name is Kelvin Owusu Ansah. There's a lot more coming up for you. Well, don't forget that Gpl Xpress is proudly brought to you by 1xBet. 1xBet as a licensed bookmaker trusted by millions of customers. Enjoy a 300% bonus on your first deposit and you can catch your luck. Before we get into all the action, let's get to the Ghana Premier League match week 26. Asante Kotoko once again were pegged back. They lost to Dreams FC by 2-0. A victory for Heart to Folk. Samatex continued to win, but Nations Football Club had to labor and come from behind to secure a draw in their game. It was also another difficult tie for Inswatreman after winning against Asante Kotoko. Now to the Ghana Premier League table, Samatex have stretched the lead by 5 points. And you look at Nations Football Club, they follow suit. Aduana FC follow. Accra Heart to Folk have gotten past Kumasi Asante Kotoko, same as Great Olympics, who have also gotten past the Porcupines. At the base of the table, Tanobo Fuakwa, RTU, Karela United, all there, but Dreams FC have picked up and they are up. It's now time for us to take a quick break. We will be back to talk about Dreams FC who are preparing for the CAF Confederations Cup. Welcome back from the break. This is Gpl Xpress here on TV3, bringing you the best of the Ghana Premier League. But don't forget, Dreams FC are very eagerly preparing for the CAF Confederation Cup semi-final against Zamalek. One person who has really been leading them with the experience is John Entry. He plied his trade, most of it in Egypt, and he's become one significant figure for them as they travel to Egypt to play against Zamalek. We caught up with him at the training grounds here, and this is what ensued. John, you are going back to Egypt. You know, what's the feeling like?
Well, I think I would say I'm very happy going back to play there again because I spent a lot of time there and I know how it is to play in Egypt. So I would say I'm very happy.
How did you first of all end up in Egypt?
Well, I think I had the opportunity to have some trials with some clubs. And then I was successful and signed for Ismaili, my first club in Egypt. And after that, the rest was history. How
do you say living in Egypt is like? How does it feel?
Well, I think it was okay for me. First of all, being an Arab country and then I being a Christian wasn't that easy. But then I was able to cope with my colleagues. And then from there, I had a good time there.
So, John, you are facing Zamalek. How was it like when you played against them during your time in Egypt?
I think it was a very good time there. I mean, when I was in Ali playing against Zamalek, it's a big game. And all the time we were anticipating to play that game. So I think going back again to play Zamalek, I think I would say I'm very happy.
Did you score against them?
Sure, I did. Playing in Makassar, I think I scored a couple of goals against them. And also with Ismaili, I scored against them, yeah.
How would you say the experience has been for you this campaign, and how are you leading a crop of young lads into, that particular game?
Well, I would say this campaign has been very good. looking at where we are coming from, a small club, playing 3 competitions at the same time. I mean, in the FA Cup, we are still in it, in the quarterfinal, and also in the Confederation Cup, being so good, we are in the semi-final, and also in the league. So I will say this season has been a very good season for the lads. Looking at how inexperienced they are, I will say there are a lot of young chaps here. So coming this far, I think it's very good for the club. Well, my biggest moment, I would say, when I was with Ismaili and I was able to win the Goal King. I think I would say that was my biggest moment. And also playing with Pyramids and scoring my 100th goal in the Egyptian League, I would say that one also was the biggest moment for me. I think I would say for the whole club, it means a lot for us. I mean, playing in the semi-final, and if we are able to go to the final, it will be a big achievement. So I would say it's a big moment for the whole team. In every away game, we prepare very well, and we do our best to go to the away games to not concede a lot of goals or even come with a win. So the same mentality we are taking into this game. I think it's going to be a teamwork. So we are going to talk amongst ourselves and then work very hard for this game, yeah. Well, I will say it's Makassar, because with Makassar, that's where I scored a lot of goals. And also playing with El Ahly, the biggest club in Africa, I think that was also a big moment for me in Egypt. Going in as an underdog, I think we have a lot to do as well. I mean, a lot of people didn't expect us to be in the semi-final, so I think there will be a little pressure on us, looking at how far we have come and what people are expecting from us now. But then I believe in the boys, and I know how well we have prepared, and then God willing, we are going to come out with a positive result.
John, what will be your final message to the fans? I have this for you. Send a message to all the fans of Dreams FC for this weekend's game.
I will say to the fans and Ghana as a whole, I think what we will need from them is their support. And then also they should continue to pray for us and then wish us well in this game, because it's not going to be an easy game. But then with their support, I think we are going to come home with a positive result.
John, good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is not just entries, experience, but one person who has seen it all as a player and currently leading the team with regards to one of their technical departments, Asante Mohammed. He was part of the maiden edition of the CAF Confederation Cup. He wasn't just part, he won the trophy with the crowd had to folk. He is currently the goalkeeper's trainer for Dreams Football Club.
Asante Mohammed's decision to trade the limelight of football for a career in law enforcement challenged societal norms and demonstrated his commitment to personal growth and service. In 2013, Asante stunned the nation when he left his football career at his peak to join the Ghana Police Service. The then top goalkeeper defied this perception and embraced a new path, quitting football to commence his life as an officer after undergoing the necessary training. Despite being a law enforcer, he has returned to his first love. His journey since then has been remarkable.
First of all, my senior coach, he had a lot of experience. I believe he was the one who encouraged me. Sometimes if I made a mistake, I goes to him. And then it made me to be doing well. Any problem I have, he comes to my aid to solve it for me. I believe I'm happy being here. And then with my experience that I had already, I think my goalkeepers are also doing a great job. I believe we won't disappoint our team and our supporters.
During the 2004 CAF Confederation Cup, Asante's exploits were immense as he saved 2 crucial penalty kicks, proving his mettle as a formidable goalkeeper.
Henrik's kick is saved. Glorious hearts have lifted the trophy.
Yeah, it was a great feeling because everybody was watching it. And then, it's worldwide, playing against your rival in the maiden Confederation Cup wasn't that easy. And after the victory, it was all happiness, and I think the feeling was very great. Yeah, mentally it was, we prepared very strongly, particularly me. And then it wasn't easy because a little mistake can cause a lot of life. And then I was mentally strong, and I think that made me to be whom I am. The supporters played a very good role in that particular Confederation Cup, because I wanted to set a record by saving all the penalties. But what God is written, no one can turn it. I think that was the reason why I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted. But I made a lot of people happy by saving 2 penalties, which was Henrich and then Owusu Ansah. I think it was a great feeling.
Guiding the goalkeepers at Dreams FC through the Confederation Cup campaign hasn't been easy, but Sani has excelled as a mentor.
Working with our coach Sani, has been a very good experience because he's also been a goalkeeper before and he has had an experience, so it's been a good impact. Well, we are lucky to have him because he's been part of House of Folk some time ago to win this competition, and we are lucky to have him.
Coach Sani has brought a lot of impact in our goalkeeping department, though he did not start with us at the beginning of the season, but then he has brought a lot of impact with his experience. We now have a lot of competition when it comes to the goalkeeping department.
You know, they are already professionals. They started from the infancy. I just came with the help of the technical team to come and polish them. Sometimes if I'm not there, they comes to my aid to help them. I believe I polish them, and then they are doing great for me. I'm very happy for them.
While Sani hopes to achieve greatness in his career, he is not in a rush to do so.
Currently, I'm concentrating on Dream FC, and anything that will come will be a plus. Everybody pray to go forward. I believe I'm also praying the day that Dream FC will lift the cup. That will be my happiest day. I'm not thinking about national team now. I'm only praying that the team I'm handling should rather be great in future.
He is dreaming with a still belief side, and as the Confederation of Africa Football is considering scrapping the Confederation Cup, he could be the only Ghanaian to win it as a player and coach should Dreams clinch the title.
I'm Abdul Karim Zito Kabute, the head coach of Dreams FC. Well, it sounds frightening. It sounds so difficult. But what I will tell you is it's not impossible. We have to work on our attitude toward that game, and surely we may get what we wanted there. They should not be worried. We know the quality of Zamalek, and they should not also look down upon Dreams FC. Nobody thought we would reach that side. So we need their prayers and support. Thank you very much.
So that is the for Dreams FC. They play on Sunday against Zamalek, and we wish them the very best of luck. We'll take a quick break on Gpl Xpress. On our return, we get into the Ghana Premier League as we enter March week 27. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Gpl Xpress here on TV3. Now time for us to turn our attention to the Ghana Premier League. Samatex may be leading the table, but Nations Football Club have given them a real chase. This is the first time that Nations are playing in Ghana's top flight football, and they've really made amends for it. The man who has been leading that match has been Kasim Mengel Okansi.
So far, so good. As far as we are on the second, the league table, you say it's good. But we knew what we were doing, so there's no wonder we are lying at the second position. It was work in progress. So our boys were people. Most of them have not tasted Premiership before. So initially, when we started, we were finding a little bit. We go play better than the opponent, and at the end of the day, we'll be beaten by 1 goal margin. So we saw their confidence level was low. We started psyching them. So we knew as we're going through this training, as time goes on, they will understand our principle, the philosophy we're imparting in them. So it started showing it up, and we've reached where we've reached now. I'm proud, but I'm not satisfied yet. I'm proud, but I'm still not satisfied. We can do better than that. Can do more than what we're doing. Oh no, we've psyched them up, but if you want to make an impact in the league, you don't need to lose your home games. So it's a philosophy we sang into them that if you lose your home game, which means forget, you fall in the relegation zone, because nobody will allow you to come and beat him in his home. So you have to make sure you win your home games. The worst, the day that you have a bad day, maybe it will be a draw game, but you don't need to lose your home game. 8 matches, we have 24 points. We are still playing. It's not over until it's over, because football is a game of uncertainty, so anything can happen. So we will continue fighting to the end of the season. We will determine who wins. As at now, it's too early to predict someone. No, it's too early. You have 24 points to go. So, how many points? 24 points is not easy point. So, we're still fighting for it. No, they can't be with 24 points left and you call yourself winner. No. 8 matches, 24 points. So, you make sure you win most of the matches. If you lose 2 matches, and we win 2 matches, we overtake them. You see, so it's not yet over. Until it's over, it's not yet over. It's very competitive. Look at the top, look at the down. Even the middle, you could see the points are very close to each other. You lose 1 match, you fall. You win 1, climb up. So it's very competitive. That's why I say it's not over until it's over. Those at the top are battle for the title, and those are down playing to avoid relegation. So it's a very competitive season. Oh, they are very important in our team because the important role they've been playing in our matches. They came, initially nobody knows them. They were through hard training, discipline. They've reached where they've reached. Football is about training and discipline. When you are disciplined and you train hard, you don't joke with your training. You are disciplined. I think definitely you will improve. If you get a good training that they impart them good knowledge in you, you will definitely improve. We will do whatever we want to do at training. But I know player, if you are not disciplined, you cannot achieve your aim. You will do whatever we're supposed to do to help him achieve. It will help with him. Well, we were meeting them and we were beating them. So what was the big deal about it? Who asked them not to play well? They bought a lot of players. Season players. We did not buy season players. And we are playing and we are lying at them. Sometimes you say, because they are not playing, nobody asks them not to play well. It's time for other teams to improve. It was previously that Asante Kotoko have been dominating Ghana football. And the era is past and gone. It may come, but now, you know, it will be very difficult unless they put. What previously, you know, is Asante Kotoko. So any good player in any team will go and play for Asante Kotoko. But now the other teams, what they provide, the other teams who can provide for the players. So we have teams that can provide the same incentive for the boys. So the boys don't feel like going. So that's the problem. I'm interested in developing talents. So I want to coach in the Premier for some few years. I'll start coaching the academy. I enjoy bringing up talents. I enjoy coaching the youth. You see, I always want to make someone great. I have more interest in developing talents. That's why I apply it in the Premiership. Because when you have a team and you don't take them through the basic techniques, whatever you do, you will not achieve your results. Because if the person doesn't know how to trap, when to run, when to shoot, where to use it, you'll be doing it will not work. So you have to take them through all that things. When they know it, then you take them to your tactical play. Then you see that you build a good team playing. If you don't apply, you come, you assemble them like how the Europeans do. Europeans, you have their youth level. 7 years he entered the academy. So when he comes to the senior, you are not going to teach him all that basic things again. He's been taught at the juvenile level already. So you only assign him a role on the field to play. This is how we are going to play. That's how you're going to move. Finish. But here, it's not like that. You see a Premier Division player, he doesn't know where to use to shoot. He doesn't have the basic techniques. So when you don't develop it, teach him how to do it, whatever you'll be doing will not work. So you have to take him through all that things for him to get to that stage. Then apply the tactical play, then it will work.
So that was Nations Football Club in there. They've been doing well in their first season in the Ghana Premier League. But one team that has not left the news is Asante Kotoko. In the last 6 weeks, they've been very dominant. And earlier this week, the fans expressed their displeasure towards the performance of the team to the point that they stopped and halted the team's training for 2 sessions, one in the evening and one on the morning on Wednesday. Let's take a quick look at what has transpired with the Porcupines this week.
Tensions reached the boiling point this week at Asante Kotoko as disgruntled fans succeeded in preventing the Porcupines from training on Tuesday and Wednesday. The fans' actions stem from their demand for the dismissal of head coach Prosper Nate-Ogum. The situation called for swift intervention from the club's life patron and owner, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, summoning the technical team, players and management. The Monarchs sought to find a resolution to the impasse. Despite the fans' vociferous calls for change, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II has decided to stand firmly behind coach Prosper Nate-Ogum, declining to heed the demand for his dismissal. The vote of confidence from the club's supreme leader comes at a crucial juncture for Asante Kotoko, who have struggled on the pitch recently, securing just 1 win in the last 10 matches. Their next challenge is a daunting one as they prepare to host league leaders Samatex SC at the Baba Yara Stadium. As the team prepares for this pivotal clash, all eyes will be on coach Prosper Nate-Ogum and his ability to rally his troops in the face of an intense scrutiny and dissent from a portion of the club's passionate fan base.
From the Stats Corner, we roll into what happens this weekend, and it's starting this afternoon. Legon Cities are hosting Accra Hearts of Oak at the Theatre of Dreams in Dawu on Sunday. Asante Kotoko welcome FC Samatex, the league leaders. Can they put a stop on them? That is another question you may need to ask. Brecum Chelsea will be in a very big fight against Mediama Sporting Club. So those are the games that will be coming up in the Ghana Premier League. Make sure you visit any of the centers and watch the games. Thanks to OneXBet, your licensed bookmaker, trusted by millions of customers. Enjoy a 300% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet, catch your luck. They made sure Gpl Xpress came live on your screens here on TV3. Thanks to the entire production team. Say a prayer for Dreams FC as they play Zamalek in the CAF Confederations Cup. My name is Kelvin Owusu Ansah. Same time next week, we'll be back on your screens with another good edition for you. Have a good afternoon.
Gpl Xpress is brought to you by OneXBet.